guys, so I am very excited for today's video because I have a special guest with me, and this is my lovely mother, which you guys have seen in some videos before. And with Mother's Day coming up, I want to include her in a video because I would literally not be here without her, and she is an amazing woman who has done so many great things for me and is just so kind and nice, so I want to thank you for that. And since Mother's Day is coming up very soon, I got you a little present. Ooh. And this is actually from Hudson's Bay, so I wanted to start off this video with giving a big thank you to them for sponsoring this video and working with me. So there it is.
Oh wow.
So this is a perfume I picked out. This is a perfume that when I smelled it, it reminded me a lot. It has a lot of like floral notes. Aww. And it reminded me a lot of our Bali trip, which is a trip that my mom and I went on last April. We went to Bali for 10 days and it was just a really fun like mother's daughter trip, and we made a lot of really fun memories. So
we did. That was so fun. I enjoyed that trip so much.
But
that's so
when I smelled
gorgeous.
It was literally like smelled like the flowers in Bali and just reminded me so much of our trip. So I just wanted to pick something that would, when you put it on, you would kind of think of me and think of our trip.
So cute. Thank you.
I find with scents, because they can evoke certain memories and like bring you back to certain times. Like you smell something and it just immediately brings you back to a certain time period.
And that's what scents are made for. Well, this is beautiful. Yay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I actually put a question box on my Instagram story and I asked you guys to ask us some questions. I said I was sitting down to do Q&A with my mom. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you can go do that so you can be part of the next Q&A. So the first question that was asked was, what was your favorite thing that you and your mom did when you were in Bali?
Absolutely loved my trip to Bali. I hadn't been anywhere tropical for quite some time, and being there with you, Laura, that was just so special. Mm-hmm. And I loved going on the tours because I really felt I learned a lot. And the other favorite thing was going to the monkey sanctuary where there was monkeys. It was just fabulous. Mm-hmm. Everything about that day was just wonderful.
My favorite memory was with my mom. She actually rode on the Gojek, so on a motorcycle in like downtown Denpasar, because I was doing some stuff for the clothing line then and visiting like manufacturers and whatnot, and I convinced her because I said it's going to be so much quicker if we just take the motorbike, and she was like, okay, and I was not expecting you to say okay at all.
At the beginning of the trip, I would have said no, and by the end of the trip, I was so enthralled with Bali and everything about it, and seeing that it's just practical.
Totally.
And was very relaxed by this point that I just said yes.
Yeah.
And it was an experience, and I have not been on a motorcycle since.
So the next question is, what is something weird Laura did as a child?
Oh, Laura's always had a really good sense of humor, and she always liked to make everyone laugh. So Laura would often perform for us, like she'd put on her older sister's like winter coat and it would cover her from head to toe, and she'd walk around with the hood up and she looked like Yoda from Star Wars. And we laughed and laughed and laughed, and she would just keep doing it, circling the house dressed
I feel like we have a photo of that somewhere.
We do have photos. And also she had an invisible friend, and he was with us for a while, and then one time we were in the car and Laura told us that I ran him over. That he would no longer be with us. So.
Oh my god. All right, the next question, which I thought was a good one, is what is your favorite place that you've traveled?
Probably my most memorable to me is when I was in my early 20s. I traveled to the Middle East, and it was with through an oil field aviation position for 2 years, and it was an experience in which I had time to absorb some of the culture, go through culture shock, try and pick up a little bit of the language, but it was a long enough time that you know, it really impacted the way I felt. It was the first time being a girl from the prairies, the first time I had experienced anything so different. Then through another similar type of job we were exposed to was in Northern Africa. In Sudan, actually. Oh, yeah. That was a very unique experience because seeing a country the way it is, the potential it has, and you almost, because if you're there for a period of time, you start to care about that country.
Yeah.
And then through those travel experiences, we got to experience different places, like going to the Seychelles. Oh, and going to Nairobi, my very favorite place in the world. Went there a couple of times, went to the game farms.
That's so cool.
And I absolutely loved it. There's something about Africa that you really can feel the people. Like you can feel there's just got, it's almost like there's something in the air. Like it's just, it's exciting. It's, it just feels very special.
Yeah, that's why I really want to go to Africa this year.
It's just a
top of my
beautiful
list.
thing.
What's one place you really want to travel to that you've never been?
I would love to go to Ireland because on my mother's side, my grandparents came from Ireland directly. And I would love to go to Israel.
Alright guys, so that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And a big thank you to Hudson's Bay for sponsoring this video. And I hope you enjoyed your gift.
I did.
And
Very much.
wear it
Thank
and
you.
think of me with the perfume. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in my next video.
Bye.
Yeah, okay, wait, let's do some like thumbnail options. I have a special. Why are you laughing?
Look how close.
What's up, guys?
Can I behind you?
Very special guest with me. What's up, guys? I need you.
And not in the viewfinder.
Mom,
Why do we have the viewfinder there?
So you have to look at the camera.